We are so excited today that we get to chat with different people in our church family, kind of just hang out, have fun, have a conversation. And today we have with us none other than Michelle Seet. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you doing?
So far, so good.
We heard recently that you had a little battle with some mosquitoes. So can you tell us what happened? Tell us what happened to you.
I can't believe I fell for that. I just couldn't believe. But I'm like, when did I even got bitten? I didn't even know until I had the symptom, which is fever.
Mhm.
So I think 2 Saturdays ago in the night,
Yeah.
I came home. I was feeling very, very like feverish. I was chills, like my body was like shaking, and then I'm cold and then I'm hot. And then I got so scared because like you don't know what it is, right? It's
Right.
just fever. And
Right.
yeah, I was just so scared. It was quite a rough time for me. And the first few days I had to isolate myself because we didn't know what it was, right? After probably the second day, I would say, of being alone, I don't know, a thought just came to me. You know what? Like since the MCO, I have been very, very like on the go. Like there's no, there's so many things coming because the business still have to run and everything. I was just on the go, and there was many times where I was very, very tired, like just exhausted. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm sure there are a lot of people are struggling too, but there's so many episodes of me just being so tired. Like I'm just so tired, but you have no time to, like just take a day to recharge because you're working from home, right?
Yes.
So you just keep going and going and going, and then day 2 of dengue, of being alone, then suddenly this thought came, like, you know what? Yeah, it's a hard time for me because my body is so weak and everything. Besides that, I get full rest, like around the clock rest. So
Right.
yeah, I was very, very thankful for that period of time to just rest and recharge, just surrender everything. At my age now, it's my first time ever drinking papaya leaves, like the snack ones. I
What did
never.
it taste like? What did it
It
taste
was so horrible. Oh my god.
We hear that you started teaching body combat again back at the gym. How did that go the first session?
It was very nervous at first, because like you don't know what to expect, and there's so many SOPs to follow in the gym. Yeah, but once I started the class, I was talking so much because I was nervous, like just everything. You got to take care of them, you got to take care of yourself, and then you got to remember choreography. So it was, yeah, I guess it went well. They limit your time too. Like if you go to the gym, you only book that slot. Within that slot, you have to leave already.
This is the new normal. This is the
I
new
know,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
A new normal.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
I'm also looking forward to going back to the gym.
Right.
Michelle, what do you miss most about times that we gather together in church?
I've been thinking about that. Actually, the first thing that came to my mind when I think about church is the noise.
Right.
Someone in the house would make some noise. I don't know, like I'm hearing Kevin's voice shouting like some random word, or like Pastor Ben will be shouting something. It's just, when you come in and then it's just the noise. Like the noise.
Make some noise, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And then I
mouth is never quiet.
yeah, it's never
Quiet.
somebody will be shouting. Yeah, but I think the other thing that I really, really miss, I think this one cannot be replaced, is I really, really like church worship.
Yes.
No matter where it is, like the church worshiping together. I think that's where I really feel for me personally, I really feel connected to God, because I like music and I love lyrics in music. So
Right.
every time we sing songs, it's like the words, I don't know, it's just the environment of people worshiping together. It's like thinking of so many different stories, so many different journeys of people
Yeah.
worshiping God
Yeah.
at the same time,
Right.
And it's I don't know, I just feel like for that I really miss that a lot during the worship, praise and worship time. It's I really missed, and it's so different when you hear it on the TV
Oh,
or
yes,
Yeah.
online.
of course.
Yeah, it's so different. It's good, but it's so different.
Even for us, in the busyness of life in the past, right? We don't really get the opportunity to really sit down and have meals together.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we always like, having go here, go there, do this.
Yes. We are
or-
eating separately
Yeah,
most of the time.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
these times we actually got to sit down at the table and eat and talk and
Wow.
laugh.
I agree with you. I mean, when they had the MCO, it happened during on a Wednesday, and it was 2 days after the holidays started, the school holidays started.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
It started on the 18th of March, and that was a Wednesday. So it was like, oh, no responsibility. Just make sure you feed yourself at home. Don't leave the house. So you have time to yourself, which you really want to have, because all this time you've been giving time for everybody else.
I'm an introverted person. So when they did the lockdown, I was actually very happy just being alone at home. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I was very happy doing things that you always wanted to do around the house. But then after, I think, third or fourth week when they extended and stuff, then you really get the time to like, hey, wait a minute, like time is just passing through your face, like it's right in front of you, it's just passing and you're not even like doing something that really matters. Because so after that, for a while, I'm like, wait a minute, like, yes, I'm still joining the online services, but what am I really, like really aware and really conscious and really doing about my walk with God? And then that was really, I'm like, man, Michelle, like, what happened? What happened to you? I think it's more like a self
Awareness.
Yes, to keep telling, like, come back to where what is faithful, and what has been faithful to you. Don't take that for granted.
If there's one thing that you would do differently now after going through this period of lockdown, what would it be? What would you do differently now?
I think I will not take people for granted. I think that was my, like, a big appreciation for people. Although I like to be alone, but being alone for a long period of time, you start to like, no, you're not supposed to live on your own. So I think not taking people for granted, the people around you that really care about you, during the MCO, people who are checking up on you on your phone, on social media, they are texting you to find out. And my family, I don't want to ever take that for granted anymore. And just being around people and hugging people. I think I will like hug the church and not let go for a while. Like, give me some time. It's 3 months.
During this time of the pandemic, and how did God come through for you?
I think I mentioned this in the Connect group, one of the Connect group, where you were talking. I don't remember what was the topic, but I remember sharing this where, GCC, Gloria Cita Cita, like glorious ambition. It started 1990 something when the economy was down, actually, but they took that step. My parents felt called to open preschool, so they did, and it lasted till today. And then when the MCO started, we applied for the subsidy, and we were just praying and hoping that God will open doors for us. And I don't know, like, just one day my dad texted in our family group chat, the money is in. Like, we were just so, just so happy, and like God opened doors. And to date, all our teachers in GCC, every of our staff, they have been having full pay all throughout until today.
Praise
So
God.
God was, even though our fees was not, like fully collected, but I don't know, like God just, like if God started something 20 years later,
Yes.
like nobody saw MCO coming. We were not prepared for it. But then if God started something 20 years later, He is still there.
I'm praying that our conversation today would be of encouragement to all those of you watching, that it will be a real pick-me-up for your week.
Yeah.
That you will know that God loves you, God cares for you, and that God has a good plan for your future. Everybody out there, we want you to know that we love you. We can't wait for the time that we can all come back together and have church together. And like Michelle said, hug the church.
Hug the church.